without further ado, this is the God Level Wire for August 5th. 2K26. My apologies. Gotta say that correctly. You know, I'm a hooper. That'll be against my religion. Hey, look, I was outside at the park one time. Boys was giving away free socks, right? And I ain't opposing free shit because I used to wear hand-me-downs. I still do. Hand me something down as wearable. It's not going to be a perishable. Anyway, bro was like, hey, I got some ankle socks. I told him, man, yeah, that's against my religion. Bro said, what's your religion, bro? Why y'all can't wear ankle socks? It's just the DABB Fat Five way. I'm sorry. It wasn't no real. I mean, it is. My apologies. It is a real religion now, but it's not a real religion in regards to religions as such. But we die by what we believe in. We some stand-up gentlemen. At least we strive to be. We can't always say we are. I ain't gonna lie, I do some hoe shit every once in a while, but it's not intentionally. It's just in life. You make mistakes, you fall, and you get back up. So moving right along, August 5th, God Level Wire, El Paso, August 3rd, Remembrance Week continues. Man, if y'all was at the candlelight, shout out to y'all. I didn't go, unfortunately. I heard about it, but I'm kind of weird on. I don't mean you can't be. I hate when people be like, "Oh, I just knew of them, so I just pulled up." Excuse me. All right, you pull up to some of my people stuff talking about we knew of them. We finna get to know you well right now. That's just how my people is. I apologize, but that's just how they gonna move and groove. So to avoid all that, I don't even move like that as such. But man, shout out to everybody that did go to the August 3rd memorial. If you do not know, in El Paso, that was the August 3rd tragedy that took place. Unfortunate situation. We ain't gonna get too much in details about it, but August 3rd, El Paso, Texas tragedy. That's enough. We got social media. Shout out everybody that's went. They continuing to light the star on the mountain. I think they said at like 8:30. That's when the star will continue to be lit throughout the week. Actually, I didn't even get to catch that, so I'm gonna try to go outside tonight, catch a clip of that. I also hasn't caught any clips of the vision light, the candle light, anything like that. So if I see some social media clips popping around, I'm gonna do my best to spread the word, spread the love. But please like, share, comment, subscribe wherever you at, whatever you doing. This is Lunch Break Show. I'm your host, PREZ. Continuing the back to school season, man. Yeah, back to school season is still going on because I'm still getting DMs, mothers saying, unfortunately they can't afford haircuts and things of that nature. Times is hard. They trying to get school supply and everything else, and it's, something's gonna be missing. And I understand that because something is always not gonna be 100% attentive to, because we just humans, that's just what it is. Scott, appreciate you coming on. Jamie, appreciate you coming on. Rich Mead, appreciate you coming on. TikTok, we live on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, YouTube, anywhere you can find us. We want them shout outs. Put your shout outs in the comments. We definitely will read them live, or you can call us live on the air. But yeah, back to school season still going on. You can call my partner Cowboy Richard, 24-hour mobile hair doctor, because he do be on location. He be chopping and locking boys and girls down. Man, I ain't got a bandana on. I ain't got a cowboy hat on. We just dry out here, just naked in the wilderness. It's crazy. Today's weather, currently they say it's about around 80 degrees. That's crazy. Don't believe that. High of 98. Nah, so we probably around our 98 time. It's a little bit later, man. Nah, I don't believe the weatherman. Y'all know I don't believe the weatherman. I believe the weatherman be lying. But it is what it is. Shout out Be Free, coming on the live. Appreciate you. This is the Lunch Break Show. We got a low of 75, sunny and hot. Light winds. Slight chance of isolated afternoon storm. Stay hydrated and take frequent breaks if working outdoors. Listen, we finna get into some national news. The economy, markets, digestions last week Federal Reserve decision, while investors await additional economic data on inflation, employment, and consumer spending. Man, all I'm hearing, that reminded me of the border talks we was talking about all week, all last week, the border dispute that's going on here in El Paso between the two factions. Double Cup, one Mike, what's good? Appreciate you joining the live. We live on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, YouTube. But that reminds me of all last week we was talking about the border disputes and how that is affecting people going back and forth trying to get their bread. A.GR on TikTok. Appreciate you coming live, baby. This is the Lunch Break Show. I'm your host, PREZ. But yeah, man, that just reminds me that, like, man, so much stuff just be going on in the world that affects the economy, because the border patrol over here in El Paso, Mexico, and America, that affects so much stuff in the world. And me being in El Paso, I really understand that now. Being a little bit closer, I see how border cities affect not just that city, bro. This shit affect the whole world, Craig. The whole world, Craig. I am Soraya, Heather Powell. Appreciate y'all coming on. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, man. This is the Lunch Break Show. I'm your host, PREZ. We ain't necessarily breaking artists. We breaking the music from the artists, breaking the news of the day, and helping brands, pay their bills and pave the way. Keep moving right along. Summer heat continues. We know that. If you outside, then you know that. Appreciate you, cowboy. Pre-REZ. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, summer heat continue. Being all dead serious, man. Y'all stay hydrated. Check on them elders. And don't be keeping them dogs and them animals and them cars locked up unless you trying to go to jail now. Telling you now. They locking us up and they throwing you away a key. They deserve to, though, because that's weird. Anyway, moving right along. Got all day. Congress continues to debate spending priorities, border security, and additional economic legislation ahead of the fall session. Man, listen, y'all know how these people don't like to work around after summertime. I ain't gonna hold you. Definitely know they don't be at work around October, bro. The government be like, we out of here around after Halloween. Boy, them boys be putting on their hey. They put up their sign, we be back soon sign. Them boys say we be back January, not even February, maybe March, spring season. Them boys dip. I'm talking about October babies. That's how they looking like. Hey, around October, the government get freaky. Boy, they get real distant, real, man. I noticed that since a child. But anyway, let me continue. U.S. interest rates is rising. The oil prices, that war stuff never stops, so the price is still fluctuating. Global trade is still iffy because bro's still putting up taxes on things that he don't need to be taxing. Nessie Pooh going down, baby. Appreciate you joining the line. Nessie Pooh, we on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. World of weather, man. Europe continues to recover from its recent heat waves and wildfire activities. Shout out everybody in Europe. Much prayers go out to Europe. Dealing with them type of natural disaster. Anywhere that's dealing with natural disaster, shout out y'all, man. Prayers be with y'all, man. God provide. Heavy monsoon rains continue in Asia. Again, God be with us everywhere. Even in the U.S. They say up in the U.S. they flooding in the north and we burning alive down here in the south. So sunscreen and umbrellas, I guess, huh? That's gonna be my new mixtape. Sunscreen and umbrellas. It's going down, baby. Sports. Yesterday's scores. Let's get into it. The Aces beat the Fever. I ain't got the score. I ain't pull up the score, but the Aces beat the Fever. I ain't gonna lie. Asia the GOAT. Am I the only one think Asia the GOAT? I used to play with a girl that's built like Asia, got a gang like Asia growing up in Michigan. Girl was cold. Girl was cold, man. Bree, shout you for coming on TikTok. We appreciate you. Girl was cold though, man. I'm talking about in the backyard. We used to go to 7 games in my house. It was 3 of me. Yeah, I said it right. It was 3 of me. Then along came Robert. Along came Robert. But it was 3 of me. We was the original Migos. 3 Musketeers. We ain't 3 Musketeers. They was before us. Well, my mom used to call us Curly Moe. She used to be on our helmet. I ain't gonna lie. My mom used to be like, yeah, here come the Stooges. Anyway, Golden State Valkyries defeated the Toronto Tempos. And shout out to girls basketball, man. Shout out girls basketball. If y'all ladies hoopers, Keep hooping, keep pushing them young ladies to hoops. Any ladies sports, I'm a big advocate of the ladies. You know, I'm a girl dad. I got 3 girls. I'm gonna go to war behind it. And then I would have been a feminist, but I ain't know Wale be wildin'. That wasn't my bar. That was Wale's bar. So if you know what I was finna say, it was just because I like music. So stuff be popping in my head. But not for real. Shout out ladies hoops. I'm a big fan of hooping for one. That was my first love. But definitely support the ladies hoops, man. Please support the ladies hoops. They need more money. They need more support. I get a bag. I'm trying to buy a team. I ain't gonna hold. Shout out. Hey, the comments coming back. What y'all think about that? Comments back. We got Wool's Eyes. What's that say? Wow Isaac on TikTok, Frey M -Do, and Brittany. Appreciate y'all coming live on TikTok. We on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, YouTube, Twitch, anywhere you can find us. We live, baby. We live, baby. Let me pull up some of these other streams and see. We got Instagram popping right here in front of me. Let me try to pull up. Let me see what Twitch time about. Ain't that man? Maybe later. Twitch ain't talking about nothing right now. Let me go ahead and log into my kick you in the mouth. I'm not a violent guy unless I have to. And that seems like every day. But that's life. MLB featured another full slate of games as teams settled into post-trade deadline play. I ain't seen no big trades this year in the MLB, so I guess, I did see a big, hey, hold on, pause. You trying to talk when I'm talking and you me. That's weird. How you doing that? End-day error. Shot you out for coming live on TikTok. But back to the MLB. I did see where them boys about to have a lockout probably because the Dodgers got 9 players, they say, making over 6 figures, boy. I mean, no, not 6 figures. What they say, 9 figures or 10 figures? Somebody over there, the Dodgers running it up. They got a lot of people making over 300 million, pretty much. Then you know they got Gang making 700 million. I said Gang making, and then they deferred like they said 1.2 billion or something. So they said the MLB finna have a lockout. They need a salary cap. Owners want it because the Dodgers is whooping ass, taking names right now, like the Yankees was doing back in the day. That's what the Dodgers figured out the way in the play. It was the Yankees, but now LA got that coin that they ready to spend. But the players like, nah, we ain't doing that, gang. What you talking about? We liking this. Players ain't tripping because they getting bread out the wazoo. Don't cap us, cap you. Why you? And I mess with that because why you gonna come over here and touch our bread? But that's business. That's business. The game of business, unfortunately, is somebody gotta lose. Boys ain't trying to split with you, trying to split power. That's really what it boiled down to. Ain't nobody trying to have split no power. Somebody gotta have the last say around here, and that's just what it be. MLB games featured today though. We got the Blue Jays features the Astros. Hey, H-time buying. Hey, you know how I'm rocking. Just told you. Dodgers versus the Cubs. I'm a Cub, baby. Look, I was growing up in the Midwest. My family used to big Cubs fan. I heard my grandfather used to do a lot of crying because of Cubs. I heard my grandfather used to do a lot of crying because of them Cubs, man. I heard a lot of people used to do a lot of crying because of them Cubs. Hey, I ain't never been fully attached to one team that deep. Unless it was the gang, like my last name or something, but man, I heard the Cubs really used to have boys in tears, though, man. I heard that real bad. So shout out any Cubs fans during them era where they had that 100-year drought. Because I remember when they won, boy, it was like, I can't explain it. When the Cubs won that year, man, it was like, I compared to how the Knicks won this year. I'll say this. When the Knicks won this year, it didn't feel like I remember being a kid when the Cubs finally won, it was like, hey, yo, the Cubs won. These was like, it wasn't like this was Knicks was like, oh, we back on top. It was like as if the Knicks would never won not popping. Whether or not they was winning or not, Knicks had always been popping. So it didn't matter. When the Cubs won popping, man. When the Cubs won, man, it changed. It changed so much, gang. It changed so much. It changed so much for the people, man. The Cubs won. I'm just checking all our different feeds. We good right now, though. Call me live if you want to be live on the air. You know, you can call in live and be interviewed. We can shoot the shoot the talk. It ain't nothing about it. Moving right along. We got Giants versus Rangers, Rays versus Rockies, Angels versus Reds, Angels versus Orioles, my apologies, Athletics versus Reds, Mets versus Guardians, Nationals versus Phillies, Cardinals versus Yankees, White Sox versus Red Sox, Marlins versus Braves, Twins versus Royals, Pirates versus Brewers, Padres, Diamondbacks, Tigers versus Mariners. In soccer, we got the I ain't even do all that. CONCACF under 20 championship action. League Cup actions continues today. And in tennis, the ATP and the WTA National Bank Open Active continues in Canada. Golf players prepare for the Wyndham Championship begins tomorrow. But hey, what happened? It was some big tournament that I missed or something. The French Open. We gotta see because it's been a couple days I ain't been on. I'm gonna check it out, see who won the French Open. I'm finna let y'all know. Y'all tripping. Back to school, continue shopping. You got that still in full swing all across the world. Man, the kids, I was talking to the kids. They weren't ready to go back to school. They was mad about it. And they said they're gonna squabble everybody but me. AI continues to dominate technology and creator economy conversations. I keep seeing these. I seen some stuff where a city was trying to go back and forth with the city, where the people of the city was trying to go back and forth with the city about how much water was being used from these data centers, and these people told them that they couldn't do it. They couldn't tell them, like they weren't telling them that public information. Them data centers is cooking water. I ain't gonna hold. It really is. Now, MLB post-trade deadline reactions remain one of the biggest sports stories. I ain't seen no big trade. Y'all seen some big trade? I'm gonna let EA. Let me know in the comments what I'm missing. NFL Hall of Fame game excited. Bills ahead of tomorrow's night's kickoff. Oh, football is back. I did see Larry Fitzgerald did make it into fame. I think I saw Luke Kuechly finna make it into fame. So shout out everybody that's going into the fame this year. Big shout out to them boys. Yeah, man. Shout out. Question: what's one thing you would like to see improve in El Paso before the in the 2026 sports wise? Like what locally, what y'all think El Paso should do sports wise, and then wherever you at, comment section, what y'all think, what your city should do, what your state should do, what y'all would like to see added from a statewide city. Show some sports stuff. Want some sports? If you want to give me something else, that's cool. But particularly, I'm asking sport. That's today, God Level Wire. We cover what is happening in El Paso, around the nation, across the world. Today's sports, weather, and the markets. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, knowledge is only powerful when it's shared. And stop acting like you scared.